Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I think you were muted at first.
Yes. So were you. Okay. My link was being funny, so I sent you a Vox, but you were already on here. So
I just got it.
Yes. Okay. So I ended up like physically typing it in, so hopefully it's like not funny for anybody else. But
okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So we're just sitting here waiting. Let's see. I could pause the recording until everyone joins us.
That's fancy. We're fancy.
Let's see.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, so welcome to the Future Fearless unit. I am excited to do this Zoom call with everybody today, and our agenda is I'm really just going to share with you guys like what the DIQ stands for, what it means, what that looks like as far as the requirements and finishing the qualifications, and how everybody has a part in that, and how we can all play a part to help make it happen. So the first thing I want to talk about is what DIQ stands for. It is not Dairy Queen. It is not Do It Quick, although that's a good one. It's Director in Qualification. And so Whitney has earned that title in the career path, that she's a Director in Qualification. So as a DIQ, that means that she has 10 personal team members. And then she submitted a letter to the company to ask if she could go into qualifications to become a sales director. And they approve it, and they did approve Whitney, of course. And so now you guys are in this qualification. So the qualifying unit, these terms, I know we are lingo, right? The qualifying unit is not only Whitney's personal team, but it's all of her personal team members as well count as the qualifying unit. So that's what we've asked all of you to come on and to watch, so that you know that whatever you do is playing a role in the qualification process. So as a consultant with 10 personals, being approved for DIQ, this is so cool. I just have to say, because a lot of people, when they go into DIQ, submit their letter and they have their 10 personal people. And then they have the 3 months to finish it out and grow to 24 active. But Whitney and your team already have 15 active people. So you're already ahead of the game. And it's because Amy Miller is a recruiter, Trisha Collins is a recruiter, Candace Palmer is a recruiter, Brittany Wagner is a recruiter. So every time one of her personals has added personal team members, that adds to the qualifying unit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So here are the qualification requirements from the company for Whitney to become a sales director and you guys to be a qualified unit. The first thing, there's 3 things. The first one is to build to 24 active consultants. So right now there's 15, but the first thing is to build to 24. So like I said, right now you guys are ahead of the game because you have more people in, and now it's the middle of the month, but you already have like a gain of 5 compared to other units who started with 10, if that makes sense. So active means that someone's placed an order a 225 or more within the last 3 calendar months. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But that's the first qualification, building to 24. The second qualification is that as a qualifying unit, you all are responsible for placing 13,500 in wholesale orders in the qualification period, which is 3 months. So Whitney can only be responsible for, do you remember how much, Whitney?
3,000.
3?
Yes.
3,000 of it. And so the qualifying unit is responsible for 10,500 of that. And that's to keep someone, not Whitney, because she would never do this, but someone from coming in and saying, well, I'll just order 10,000 myself and it's done. So it has to be, the idea is that in this qualification, we're going to build strength and you're going to be a really strong unit for the company. You want to be successful. So it keeps somebody from coming in and just buying it if they had a lot of money. And so they want to see that Whitney's doing her part, but they also want to see that the team has strength and that the team is also selling, sharing, and ordering product. Does that make sense too?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so the first qualification is building to 24 active. The second is to place 13,500 in wholesale orders. And then the third qualification is that the DIQ and the qualifying unit has to order a minimum of 4,500 a month. So really it's 4,000, but I'm saying 4,500 because 4,500 times 3 is 13,500. That's the qualification. So it's really a minimum of 4,500 if you break it down. Certainly you can do more than that. Whitney, just with her own personal team, has done over 5,000 a month for 3 months in a row with just her.
No problem.
So right, so it seems like this is going to be a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake, but it's going to be. Okay.
Right.
So, so the DIQ has to meet all of these qualifications within 3 months. Her first month is March. That's this is month 1. Month 2 is April, and month 3 will be May. Now she can finish early, and I believe you guys will finish early. I think you can do that. So as soon as all of the qualifications are met, Whitney is a brand new sales director with Mary Kay, and you guys are a new unit as well.
Wow.
You guys, I know you're doing such an exceptional job.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So I did want to say that where you are at the end of the month, like on the last day, midnight of the month, whatever you have, that's the numbers the company goes on. So like at the end of March, if all of these qualifications were met on the 31st, then April 1, Whitney would be a new sales director.
Which is crazy.
So
well, let's just do that.
Yes, let's just go for it.
Like
there have been women who've done it in 1 month. And so I think that's exciting. The qualifications used to be a 4-month process. And I used to always say, it's always done in 2 months. It's either the first 2 or the last 2. But you have 3 months now, and the qualifications are less than what we had to do with 4 months. So I know that this is really doable for you all. So, and you currently have in over 2,100 in orders too for this month, which is already half of what you have to continue. And I know Whitney has bigger goals than that, and I'm gonna let her share that with you at the end. Sure. So here's how we can be a part. Here's how you can all be a part in making this fearless unit happen and making it a reality for all of you. The first thing is stay active. Stay active or get active if you're not already an active beauty consultant. So the requirements is 24 active. So be sure you're one of the 24. We actually have over 30 in her qualifying unit, but only 15 are active. So if you're one of those people, you might want to consider, even if you're just a personal use, hey, I just want to get my products for myself, consider placing a 225 right now just to get your own things, but also to help the qualifying unit, because anyone who orders in March 225 or more, guys, if you think about it, they will still be active at the end of May. Yeah. So that means if everybody just orders this month, they're going to be one of the 24. Isn't that cool?
Sure.
I think that's awesome. Also, this month is double credit. So why wouldn't you want to order this month and get double credit towards company recognition and unit recognition for every order that you place? So that's another reason to do it now instead of waiting. The second thing you can do to help is to hold selling appointments. So you will be getting in front of faces and selling products so that you can order more and make money for your family. any way that you can to get in front of faces, whether it's facials or parties or Facebook parties. I know right now with the virus, things are, we're leaning more towards virtual. I'm still holding face-to-face appointments. I've had no cancellations as of now. And we are less than a group of 50. And that's what the CDC says. So as long as we're in compliance with that, and what do? We wash our hands right at the beginning, and then we wash our face, and they touch their face themselves. So I'm still holding facials.
Yes.
And I love the virtual party too, and that's a whole nother training, but if you didn't watch the link, watch it. Okay, so that would be good. But that's, if you hold selling appointments, you're going to be making the money that you can place an order, but also have money for your family. So I am going to encourage you to do that, even if it's a sharing idea, even if it's not a one-on-one facial, or if you have somebody who reorders something, consider sending it customer delivery service to them and putting in a skincare sample, and then you could FaceTime them and do that facial over the phone even.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you're not tech savvy, you could do maybe FaceTime one-on-one, or you could just call and go, okay, put it on, Okay.
Take it off.
Yeah. When there's a will, there's a way. So the third thing you can do to help out is to share the opportunity. And y'all, this really excites me because I have been in Mary Kay 25 years, and I've seen other downturns in the economy. And I believe that whenever something like this happens, there is always a peak in recruiting and team building, because women are at home. And if they're servers or waitresses or teachers' assistants, they're not getting paid if they're not at work.
Yeah.
So they're looking for something to do to give them some income in this weird thing that we're in. So share the opportunity so you can grow your personal team. That moves you up to the next level. You earn commissions, you earn bonuses like right away, within 2 days, they're direct deposited. And you also help the team to get to 24 active quickly when you do that. So it's a win-win. It's a win for the qualifying unit, but it's also a win for you too. So share with everybody. Do not prejudge. This is not the time to say, oh, I don't think she'd be good. No, we need to share with every single person, whether we think they would be the next best Mary Kay consultant or not. Because we don't always know which ladies are interested. And a lot of times they don't know that they're interested. Right. I was not interested, right? So, yeah. So let's not prejudge. Let's just make it our mission to ask every single person if they would just be willing to listen to the facts to help us. And we can even do that virtually when we're sending samples, or when we're doing something, sending something CDS, CDC. Where's my brain? Okay. When we're sending something from the company, we can also say, hey, I love sharing the products with you, but also it's my mission to just share. I don't know if this would be for you, but it's my mission right now to share with every single woman just a few facts about what we do. And you could do the did you know sheet, or you could just do Mrs. Cab, the money, recognition, self-esteem, cars, advancement, and be your own boss. Mrs. Cab, really quick. That's pretty much that second column of the did you know sheet. So you could totally do that. All right. So do share. Do please keep sharing. It could be at an event, a facial, an appointment, a virtual appointment, a three-way call. I know the Arizona girls, let's utilize some three-way calling or FaceTime or whatever we need to do, but we can definitely still share. And the more shares, the more new team members, and new team members bring in the higher orders because they're just starting their store. So, someone who's been in for a while and has a customer base and maybe started big already, maybe they're just going to do 300, or maybe they're 600 to win their bead jewelry. But someone who's brand new may be a star consultant and bring in 1,800 in the month, or 2,400, or 3,600, or 1,200. Right. Yeah. So that's where they're going to come from. And so the more shares, the more orders for the future Fearless unit. Yay. So Whitney and I are going to be working closely together with you on all of this. You are all still a part of Nancy's Dream Believers until all the qualifications are met. Once the qualifications are met, you're all going to be the brand new Fearless unit. Woo! Whitney will be your sales director. I know, I'm so excited. And I'm going to get the privilege of being your senior sales director. So it'll kind of be like Whitney becomes your mom and I become your grandma. Just don't call me grandma.
Okay, that's a little weird, but okay. The analogy's a little off.
I mean, for you, it's a little extra weird, yeah.
So also, you guys are in the running to be in the top 5 DIQ units for the month of March. The company is putting forth a lot of fun qualifications and contests to help DIQs like Whitney across the nation. And I'm going to turn it over to Whitney right now and let her tell you more about that and the booking contest that we're doing, and then let Whitney close with whatever thoughts she might have. And then we'll take questions. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that's very important. Okay.
Yes.
So the booking contest. So I got to go to this really cool like Zoom meeting for just the DIQs, and I believe his name is Jonathan Burt. He's in charge of the DIQ department. He issued a challenge to the top 5 DIQ units with the most bookings between March 1st and 22nd. Now, I did not find out about this until the 15th, so I would have been pushing a lot harder and like telling you guys more if I'd known. But you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. We are in, I mean, I know it's a little bit of a weird time in our country. I get that. But gosh, the idea of being able to do virtual facials, like I really hadn't pursued that because I was like not even interested. But now like guys, that opens up states that aren't Florida for me or wherever. So like virtual parties are great, and you can do those with or without samples. Watch the video that they posted last night. It teaches you how to do that. It gives you resources, scripts, everything. So if you're like, I don't have samples, I don't know how, they literally have, like, they will tell you how to do it. So watch that video. Doing in-person parties, doing second appointments if you have someone that's tried the skincare and wants to try the new spring products. I mean, the liquid eyeshadows, the new lip colors, they're everything, you guys. And if you don't have them on hand, I have them for samples. Bring them to my house. I will help you. Or for Amy Miller in Arizona, she just did a spring beauty bar. She has the products. If you need that, we all have your back, okay? So if your holdup is something, everything in Mary Kay is figure outable, okay? So if you have an obstacle, share your obstacle and we will help you find a way to overcome that. Like, we're just not going to leave you hanging. So get as many bookings as you can. Nancy has a booking contest on our Facebook page. So not only will we get DIQ top unit recognition, you're going to be getting like a prize possibly. Like, there's some cool stuff. So it's not just for me. There's stuff in it for you. So make sure you're hopping on Nancy's Facebook page, Nancy's Dream Believers, and there's a contest going there. So that's what it is for the sharing contest. I have a Zoom meeting. The next DIQ Zoom meeting is on the 23rd, and I have to report in at the end of the 22nd at midnight how many bookings we had between March 1st and 22nd. So like, guys, I want to blow it out of the water. I am working overtime to get some new bookings. So let's do this. And then
it's going to be so cool. I wonder how it's going to be awesome to see your unit in the top 5.
My gosh. Well, and quite honestly, you guys, I am so blessed because I have more unit than a lot of people do. A lot of these ladies that are in there only have like 10, including themselves. I have 30, because even if you're inactive right now, you can start booking to become active again.
Right.
It doesn't have to come out of your family's finances. Like, start thinking about how you can be creative. We have texts that you can send out. We've got ways to help you. So if you're like, I'm not active and I don't know how to become active, we're your people to help with that. Okay. So there's literally 30 people that could be working on this. Like, how crazy is that? Like, I can't even imagine. If we all got 3, that's 90 bookings. If a few of us got a few more, like 100 bookings, boom, like crazy stuff. So that's what we're going to work towards. And then just on the thought of being fearless, the fearless unit, there's a bug flying around. I'm sorry. My crazy, losing my mind.
And not
so
a viral
on the thought
bug.
of being fearless, the bug, it got me.
Kelly, you need to social distance yourself from those bugs.
I know. It's a viral bug.
That's what we have in
Florida.
Florida. Social distance there. But on the idea of being fearless, I know for me personally, I think it's really on point right now to think about being fearless in this world that is very full of fear and just a lot of lack of stability right now, I feel like, going on. So to be the future fearless unit, how great is that? How much leadership is there just in that thought? And the idea is not that we're fearless, like we don't fear anything, we don't have any boundaries, nothing holds us back. I think there's some reasonable things to have a healthy respect for, fear, if you will. What I'm talking about is having just a little bit less fear than faith. We fear less than we have faith. And that's what our goal is in this unit. It's not that we're without fear. I have literally had to send a booking text before, and then walk away from my phone because I have like those stomach butterflies where you're like, oh my gosh, did I just do that? So I'm not talking about doing it without any fear involved. I'm talking about doing it anyway, even with the fear involved. And the verse, I chose a Bible verse that's going to kind of represent our unit. and it is 2 Timothy 1:7. And it says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." And I know for me, like every day is different, which is really great in Mary Kay, but sometimes a little bit like hard to manage in Mary Kay. So just having that idea of when you have the Spirit of God in you, having power and love and a sound mind, because there's a lot of instability going around. So knowing that we can have stability in our own spirit and our own heart, that's what we have to offer. Mary Kay is so much more than skincare and makeup. You guys, it's a safe place for women to come and be loved and be made to feel special. So that's what our goals are with the Fearless Unit. So let's get there. Let's do some bookings. Watch that video about how to do virtual bookings if you're not sure. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing in-person bookings unless you have 50 people, which that would be crazy. So maybe don't even shoot that high. But unless you have 50 people, you can still do them at your house. I haven't had any cancellations for the bookings I already had set up. We'll wash our hands a lot at the beginning. Whatever you need to do, but we can still do them. We have lots of ways to do this. So let's not live in fear. Let's live in faith, and let's go do this. So I'm excited. If you have questions, Nancy, me, Amy, we all are ready to answer, and we've got your back. So Nancy.
Yeah. So Amy, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
You can kind of be the spokesperson here.
I was going to say, so who's going to ask questions? Me. So this, I don't know if this is a good question here, but like at the beauty bar that I had, I actually had 3 different customers that came, and also 2 of those customers brought guests. Mm-hmm. Would that count as one appointment or one booking or 3 bookings?
Oh, I hear you. I will need to ask some questions. My understanding would be kind of like we do a classic booking. So we book one person and then they bring friends. I think that would count as one booking because it was one initial booking and then they brought friends to that booking you made with them. But if you had like 3 individual facials that you booked, but you put them all on the same night, that's 3 bookings because that's 3 different people you.
So I think that's how that might come down then, because it was 3 different customers that came, but then 2 of those customers
that would be
brought
3
guests.
bookings. I'm sorry, I understand. And let
well,
me
then you can up my number by 3. So
yay! So and let me confirm that with the company because I don't want to lead us astray. Like if you have one person, they bring 2 friends and that counts as 3, then I'm not going to shortchange us. So
no, she had 3 different people that brought people.
Right. But I'm just saying
three individual past customers who came and tried the new product, and 2 of those people brought additional guests. So 1 came alone and then 2 brought guests. Yeah.
So if it was the same day, the same event, and I asked 3 different people to come, that would be 3 bookings.
Yes. But if you
that would be 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you invited one person, Susie, and Susie brought Kim and Sarah, that's 1 booking because you only booked Susie and Susie brought you some people. So
I will text with you and we can add a few more there for you. So I don't even think I included the beauty bar in the number. So yeah.
That's so good.
And the beauty bar hadn't happened yet, so you didn't even know who was going to come at the time.
Right. It's all same day.
Yeah. So that's a really good question. What else do we got?
I think you guys covered it really well. I'm excited to look a little bit more deeply at the virtual. It was hard for me at first to find the download for printable because I need words. That's how I work. So Nancy sent that connection to where then you can put in, there's not a direct link, but you can type in the unit for Leah.
Right, Leah Carta.
And then on there you can pull up, you find her page and then you look under virtual and then it pulls up. It's like a 22-page book. So yes.
That's perfect.
So,
well, and just a reminder, like from that video, they said don't get bogged down if you're going to get bogged down in details. But if you do need the details, if this is new, do anything virtual, they've got you covered. So that video, like I cannot encourage you strongly enough to watch that, especially if you're not comfortable. They'll help you. So.
And then with shares, and this is just information, but you guys probably know, but Starbucks has closed down inside, so they're drive-through only. So I'm going to have to keep finding new places to have coffees, or they are going to have to be virtual for us. But yeah.
Well, and here's a fun idea.
Or at my house, they can come over. We have coffee.
Well, and here's an idea you could use if people are like nervous about getting together. You could do like a FaceTime share, and then you can send a digital Starbucks gift card. So you could send them $5 to Starbucks for doing it. So you're still having like a coffee together. If that's important to them, but honestly, if you end up doing a FaceTime share, you might just drink coffee in your own homes and not have to worry about the gift card.
Yeah, I don't think
So
I
I
would.
would, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Because there's a lot of people that
I
can't
might
afford
add
to
a
do
gift.
that. I wouldn't do that.
I might add a gift card if they join.
Yeah, yeah. Or just give them a half, a lip gloss or mascara.
Right.
I gotcha.
Something that we
Okay.
have. So
So,
we're spending money.
Problem solving all over the place.
Yeah.
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 And then second appointments would count as a booking if it is new product on a previous customer on a.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Good question.
Yeah, and here's the reason why the answer is yes. When we're doing the individual close at the end, we're booking their second appointment. That's a booking.
Right.
So
beautiful.
And it's exciting because at every second booking, you get more referrals from the different people they brought. So amazing.
And more sales.
And I think these moms who are home with their kids, who are not normally home with their kids, are going to be dying to get out and have some girl time. And
come get a facial.
I totally agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody that's watching that's not on here has any questions, please let Amy know, or me, or Whitney, and we will do our best to answer any questions that you have about the DIQ process, the qualifications requirements, any of that. I appreciate everybody's time today. Thank you, Amy, for hopping on. I know you're in the midst of doing lots of other things. And Whitney, thank you. You guys are doing such an incredible job. Like, I really can see you, being in the top 3 of the DIQ units. I mean, I just really feel like you guys are doing a great job. So I'm excited. And I know that you guys are going to do more than the requirements this month. I know that Whitney's already talked about you guys may be doing 6,000 this month as a qualifying unit. So I am cheering you guys on. And I appreciate your time today. Go ahead, Whitney.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, you guys, I'm just going to share my heart on this, and it's dream big. I want to finish in 2 months rather than 3, but guys, we're really on target to do that. Like, we're actually past halfway when it comes to numbers, and production. Usually most production comes in at the end when everyone's finishing up. So we're like way on target for production. So I just want to share that with you. Like, it's not that it's a problem if we finish in 3, but I really feel like we could finish in 2. So that's kind of what I'm thinking towards, trying to finish at the end of April.
Yay, you can do it. Can totally do it.
Could you keep us updated on what our booking number is so we can kind of have a tally?
That's a great idea. I'll work with Nancy. I think we're going to create a new Voxer group, or maybe add people into a current Voxer group. So my team's team is on there as well. So we might keep track on there, and then I'll look and see maybe if we can come up with some different ways to do that. That's a really good thought.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds fun.
I love it.
Okay, congratulations, you guys. So exciting. A lot of exciting things. Seminar will definitely be fun this year, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cut us off here so we're not out of time, but thank you for being on, and I appreciate the people who are watching it, even if it's not live. You guys got this. You got it.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. All right. I'm rooting for you. We're going to do it. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great day.